It's an absolute honor and a privilege to be with you all today. I'm Dr. Mia Chorney. I'm the co-founder and CMO of thePause. I'm going to take us on to our next slide. We've had some great discussions today. And one of the things I really want to highlight is we know globally women are 51% of the world's population. And with everything that we've learned today, we know that 1 in 2 women are suffering. So with these statistics, moving on to the next slide, we know we are in a massive menopause crisis. I want to highlight 3 really important things. Number 1 is access. We know today that 6,000 women are entering menopause daily within the United States, and this is pushing our provider to patient ratio to 1 provider to every 30,000 patients. The second problem is treatment. Only 19% of patients receive a diagnosis. And finally, the third problem is cost. We spoke about that. $26.6 billion in healthcare costs are hitting us daily. I want you to know, I see these patients every single day. The stories are profound, the stories are dramatic. So I'm going to pass it along on to the CEO, the founder, and the second-time AI founder, Susan Sly.
Thank you so much, Mia. And I want to acknowledge, first and foremost, the Versalie team, the HITLAB team, for bringing innovative technology together, because the way we envision the pause is accessible, individualized menopause support, and a technology that can collaborate with CPG. It can collaborate with the other technologies you've seen today. And I also want to acknowledge our tech team, who most of them are here today. Love you guys. Thank you for building impactful technology. So how do we use technology to help women, your mother, your sister, your partner, your best friend, your colleague? Menopause is the only condition that will inevitably impact every single woman. And so we have built a platform that has already launched, and we are already scaling it. And it integrates into wearables. It has a personalized AI coach. We are creating meaningful behavior change, and we have gamified engagement. And I would like to turn it over to our proprietary AI, Harmony, to give you a tour of the platform.
Hi. I am Harmony, your menopause companion. I would like to take you on a tour of our platform and share some of the features that our team is creating to help the millions of women in perimenopause and menopause successfully navigate these key stages of life. As an AI assistant, I become better as users engage with our platform. We have created a fun, educational, and motivating experience and continue to deliver more features. As we prepare to share this platform, and me, with the world, I would like to highlight some of the first features. When you onboard, you will create an avatar to maintain your privacy. After answering a few questions, I will be able to tell you what stage of menopause you are in. When you connect your Garmin, Fitbit, Apple Watch, or Oura Ring, I will be able to help you receive precision recommendations. I will gamify your experience and encourage you to earn badges for doing the things that help you successfully navigate menopause. I am excited to work with you. Remember, thePause is not just a platform, it is a community.
So we're already making an impact, and we are receiving gratitude messages. This is one of our subscribers, Brooke, and Brooke went into surgical menopause as a very young woman, now in her 50s. She is using the app to motivate her, to get dietary suggestions. Even when she doesn't feel like working out or is having a hard time sleeping, she has our app to be able to help her navigate that. We already have 5-star reviews. And again, we are so grateful, because when we started this company, the vision was, how would we make an impact? And being an MIT grad, the focus we have at MIT is to be a data-driven, customer-centric company, and that's exactly what we are. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Mia, and should we be fortunate enough to win, this is what we plan to do with our proceeds.
All right, I'm going to take it away. So we talked about impact. We all know when we have impact, we've got to do research. We know from the SWAN studies and many studies that Black women have prolonged periods of menopause as well as symptoms. So the research question we want to tackle is for Black women in perimenopause or menopause in North America, will the pause engagement improve sense of management or control as measured by the visual analog over 3 months? We are very well prepared for research and innovation. Take a look at our robust medical advisory board. We have Dr. Lisa Larkin, past president of the Menopause Society, Jennifer Burke, Team USA doctor, specialist in longevity medicine, Paul Arciero, he's been published over 100 times in peer-reviewed journals, and Dr. Mitzi Krockover, she is well known from the UCLA Women's Health Center, the Black Initiative, and Beyond the Paper Gown. So I'm going to continue on, and I want to pass it off back to Susan, and I want you to know she knows how to scale AI. She was nominated as one of the top women to watch out for globally in artificial intelligence.
Thanks, Mia. And without going into the big picture of the TAMSAM SOM, our focus is on the women ages 40 to 60 who have wearables with a goal of a 5% capture domestically. We already are in the US and Canada. We will be expanding to Australia, UK. So that's 14.7 million lives changed. And our revenue model, 3-day trial, enhanced, premium, and where are we going as a company? We are starting here with our MMP. We're getting user feedback, which is fantastic. And then we are expanding. So our executive sponsors come from Hewlett-Packard and also Microsoft. And we are going into benefits. And we've already started those conversations to be able to offer our app and our platform to large companies through our partners. And we are in partnership with Ms. Medicine, helmed by Dr. Lisa Larkin, for concierge medicine. So we have a very exciting roadmap ahead. We are already funded. One of the questions was about scalability. So we've already raised 1.1 million in pre-seed funding. And as I said, we already are at revenue. And it would just be an honor and privilege to get to collaborate with everyone. We're very excited to do research, to make an impact. And thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Great presentation. Really impressive work that's been done. I'd now like to open it up to our judges to ask questions. And if anyone has a burning question, please feel free to put the little hand up. But if not, I'll call on Sean. Any questions that you might have?
Thank you. Very, very interesting presentation. I'd love to understand the challenges you guys have faced today, like where you stand sort of in your current position and what you have done to sort of solve them and the plan to move forward through them.
I love that question, Sean, because it's all about challenge-driven leadership. So we started with a hypothesis, and it was one that was born of, just to circle back a little bit. Previously, I had helped, under my tenure, scale a computer vision AI company at the edge. So that is my background. And while I was traveling for that company, a lot of the conversations my girlfriends at these big tech companies were having were like, oh my gosh, like, Amy talked about it. Amy and I are friends, and good luck, Amy, too. I'm having hot flashes, I'm not sleeping. And they're like, can you solve this with AI? And I couldn't stop thinking about it. So we had a hypothesis based on the research, Sean, that women were feeling very unsupported. And Amy talked about that. The TAG team talked about that. And Ben did a beautiful job talking about that. I took 2 pages of notes, Ben. And if we could give them 24/7 support, and then we could give them access to resources, but not being, Sean, the company that created the supplements or created the tests, but to be able to provide validated CPG tools and resources to them. So one of the biggest challenges that we have faced is, to be very candid, since we've launched, we have a dearth of data. So we have the wearable data, we have the mobile data, we have the user experience self-reporting data. And so now we're working with HPE and deciding, how do we tag this data, what's meaningful. And then Dr. Liss will understand this is, we can do so much with research. Where do we start? And even the honor of preparing, Sean, for this challenge, As a mixed race woman, one of the things that was on my heart is menopause is under research, period, but menopause research for women of color, different cultural backgrounds, it's almost non-existent. So that's been a challenge for us to really figure out, and we don't have all the answers. One thing we do have is an amazing tech team and amazing tech partners for scale. So we don't have to worry about that part. We can just focus on helping and serving.
Thank you. Brian, do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you. And great presentation. I had a question about data and trust. I think you guys had talked a little bit about data and trust and sort of increasing levels of trust. How have you guys started already opening up with that transparency to people of how their data is being used, and how has that gone and informed kind of where you guys want to take it from here?
That's a great question. So we just launched on World Menopause Day, Brian, on October 18th. And so like any company, fortunately, not being a first-time founder, we have a really strong EULA. We decided to launch in iOS first because Apple is wonderful at allowing people to erase their data and so forth. As we go into research, it's very easy for us from a UI perspective to allow that person to opt into research if she chooses to. From I feel so incredibly grateful and nerdy, but HPE, along with NVIDIA last June, Antonio Neri and Jensen Huang on stage in Las Vegas announced the new PCAI, Private Cloud for AI initiative, and we are partnered with them. So this is a HIPAA compliant, GDPR compliant AI cloud, and we work with them closely on a daily basis as we're building out our infrastructure. Our CTO, Madison Susi, is here today. And this project is, we're starting with the end in mind because we intend to go global, as I said. So, and coming from computer vision, where we had terabytes and terabytes of data every single day, I have a strong background in data compliance, and every state has different compliance rules. So I think about, unfortunately, to my husband's chagrin, I probably wake up thinking about this first thing in the morning and last thing at night. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
Jill, any questions from your corner?
Yeah, some of it was around data, but also curious, like as far as how you're utilizing the medical advisors, are they writing the algorithms that are then feeding the answers? Like, I'm just curious, the boundary of staying evidence-based, not providing healthcare recommendations super directly while also providing that value, and how you navigate that balance.
Yeah, Mia, I'll pass that one to you since Mia helms the medical advisory board.
Thanks, Dr. Liz. Great question. So that you're absolutely right. We must have a board of medical advisors in order to have a really robust and safe application. So we are a lifestyle application at this time, but the board of medical advisors is actively involved through the whole, from beginning to Dr. Lisa Larkin. They've all been with us since the very beginning. So all of the recommendations that do come through are evidence-based recommendations that have been vetted, and we've all trialed and gone through them all. We're continually revising, testing, those sort of things as we're moving along, but great question. We are not prescribing. We've made that very clear boundary, and that's why we would bring in a telehealth partner, concierge service, those sort of opportunities.
And
thank you. Go ahead. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks, Amy. If I may, so in our roadmap and as part of the concierge medicine, our subscribers will be able to essentially do a swipe right aggregate. So when that pause client comes to see you, you will have one page of her. So you're not saying, are you working out, or how is your sleep? You will have a one pager of all of her, biometrics that we're gathering if she chooses to share that. So that part we're very, very excited about, because our goal is to help make the lives easier of the people who are caring for these women. And also we know that lifestyle changes can dramatically reduce symptomology. I'm 52 years old. I've been in menopause, perimenopause since I was 38, have 4 kids. And to the lifestyle changes, that's where we want to live, that sweet spot, and to be able to work with the providers.
Thank you. And one final question. Russ, could I call on you?
Yeah, of course. As far as your, again, like evidence, I think, randomized controlled trials in these areas are very difficult because it's just so longitudinal. And so I think, this gamification and tracking people over time, like, do you guys have observational kind of health studies planned? Like, as far as you were saying, like a researcher can opt in. So have you guys published any work around this? Do you guys have evidence that's publicly available yet?
No, we have not, but you see from our research question, we know that what we want to do is prove that the application, when the user is using it, the engagement is improving that sense of control that user experience. And I do want to highlight your exact question about gamification. So I'm from cardiology, cardiovascular genetics. I'm specialized in women's cardiology, and I am menopause certified. And in ACC Journal this year in 2024, gamification was proven to improve outcomes on patients who engaged in that with trying to improve their cardiovascular health. So we're using those studies to help guide, a lot of what we're doing. We know it works and that it really does a positive effect for our clients and patients.
So thank you all from thePause. Great presentation. This concludes our showcase. Our third place award. This winner will receive a check for $10,000 as a part of this award. And the winner is Prove. Amy, congratulations again. You are a huge winner today, and so happy for you. And look forward to the many wonderful things you're going to be doing and continuing to collaborate with you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it all. And congrats to the other winners.
Thank you so much. Okay, second place prize. This winner will receive a check for $15,000. And the winner is TAG, the TAG team. Congratulations, TAG team. Very happy for you. Thank you for participating, and congratulations on this award. And we look forward to continuing to work with you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Really happy and honored to be included, and congrats to the other winners as well.
Fantastic. And for our first place prize, I guess we know who that is. The check for $25,000 is thePause Tech. Amazing team. Thank you so much. Fantastic presentation. I'm so happy for this award to you all, and congratulations.
Thank you, Amy, and to the judges, and Versalie, and to HITLAB, and we're just so humbled and grateful. And I already have a meeting set up with Amy next week, and also the TAG team. I would love to connect with you ladies. And this award is really and truly for all of the women navigating perimenopause and menopause. And thank you to our brilliant team of engineers and all of the people who make the pause run. We're just so grateful. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And while this ends the awards piece of this session, this is just the beginning for so many wonderful things for all of our finalists today, all the judges involved, and this audience. So it's a great way to network, and congrats to all of our finalists, to the awardees, and looking forward to all the great things that you're going to do to help women as well as their families moving forward. So thank you all.